Hello guys and welcome to Copy Trading Chronicles. On this channel I will not tell you how to become billionaire from $10 investment. We will have just real experience and real case study. So yes, now it's 8:30 a.m. and we're going to review of current situation. Today is Wednesday and like let's say it's pre-market, US pre-market ongoing, and half an hour for 9 a.m. and then 1 hour to go for open US market. And usually Wednesday is quite volatile market, and today expected Federal Reserve speech, etc. So let's see what is the condition and what is the situation on the market and which direction probably we have to trade. Okay, so let's start from BTC. So because I'm honestly not trading BTC, but BTC usually shows the trend and direction. Yeah, so let's start our market review from that. So on BTC you see that I am using moving average and Bollinger Band and stochastic and volume. So situation like 4 hours, yeah, H4, which is a good for daily trading or intra-week trading. Yeah. So you see the situation is interesting. Like on our last stream last week, the price was below all moving average, but now it's in between. So it's above of EMA 20 and EMA 50, but below of EMA 200. So it's in fact in between, let's say, in between long and the short. Yeah, so you can type in the chat what do you think, which direction market will go. If it will go to long, you can type L. If it will go into short, you can type S. Yeah. So let's say Bitcoin analytics. Yeah. As I say, it's in between, and it's usually supposed to test with MA 200. Like it's on the level of 91 maybe, yeah. But stochastic already shows that it's highly overbought. You see, it's like 92, 90, so it's extremely overbought. And the volumes, it's not so too big. Like it's slightly above the average, so which is not really the supporting to the growth, yeah. And yeah, so from BTC perspective, I would say that it's accumulation stage. Like if you look on the lowest time frame, yeah, like 1 hour. So yeah, on 1 hour it's broken all 3 MA and the price is above all 3 MA. It's usually the signal that price supposed to go up. Yeah, so it means we can put L in our chart. But yeah, as I say, stochastic in overbought. Yeah, and you see it's already since some long time, and volumes do not supporting. Yeah, like volumes is not really big. Say like here, when you see green candle, it's not really the big one. Yeah, so maybe we can expect correction somewhere here. I don't know. We will see. And on the smallest time frame, on the minutes, it's also the same. So all averages bring down, and it's make a bullish setup like MA 200, MA 50, MA 20, and on M15 is the same, and it's turning up. Yeah, so that means it's supposed to go up. So yeah, as I say, for me, BTC is in the middle of decision. Like it's accumulating. Let's say it's accumulating power. Yeah, and depend in which direction this power will go. It will be or short or long. So I would say in today, yeah, because it's Federal Reserve information. So maybe it will define the direction, yeah. Like now, maybe it looks like a bit salesy, yeah. Like in the classical setup, we can say, okay, we can put some short from 91, yeah, because it's a strong resistance on 91 and stochastic in overbought and volumes do not support. So yeah, it could be the classical setup. But then if on the news on Federal Reserve notes or on some, I don't know, some other news related to this press conference of Mr. Powell, etc. So if it will goes up, so then yeah, we can put stop loss somewhere here. But yeah, I think in less than half an hour already, as I say, it's 9 a.m. It will start very active market movement because US open and usually start from 9 a.m. like half an hour before the trade, before the official openings, and then it's very important. So we will follow it on the small time frame, like 5 minutes. For example, if you look on this now, it shows uptrend, all moving average looking on the top, but some candles start to show long shadow on the top, yeah. Which what doesn't mean it's probably people try to buy, but seller still in power, yeah. It's like M5, it's like early signal. It's usually early signal, you know. So and M15 is a bit less signal, but still you also can see that there is a, like start to create long shadow on the top, but still volume on the green candles is like how much? Yeah, it's like X5, X4, X5. Yeah, so it's still good, still good. So let's see, let's observe. But still, we have, as I say, almost like half an hour. Let's look on other instruments like Ethereum. They, of course, why I start from BTC, because they all correlating with Bitcoin. Yeah, they're all correlating with Bitcoin, and it's like if BTC goes up, it's also going up and etc. But with different speed. It's why I'm putting, like I say, I'm observing BTC, but I'm trading on different, yeah. I'm trading on Ethereum. So yeah, you see what is Ethereum setup? It's absolutely copy the Bitcoin setup. You see that price stays in the same level, like it's in between MA 50 and MA 200, and yeah, it's also stochastic in overbought zone and volume also going to decrease. I think it's accumulation stage before US market is going to start. So yeah, and you see I have my position opening, yeah, so my entry price. So, so week ago I entering in the Ethereum and my entry price is 163. So you see that probably today, like I can move for my position to increase or break even, or maybe slightly, like you see there is some diapasons, like take profit zones. So If it goes to break even, it will be reduced. Then it's like take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. So yeah, it's my setup. So I expect that Ethereum will goes up, but I'm not sure. As I say, because today is a Wednesday and the big volatility expected due to Federal Reserve, etc. So yeah, what is your opinion? What do you think if it's market going up? You can put, as I say, you can put L for the long if you want to open the long, or if it's market going down, you can put sell. Yeah. So yes, keep it, and as I say, Ethereum absolutely completely copying the BTC. So let's look on Solana. Let's look on Solana, but correlation between BTC, Ethereum, and Solana is always huge. Like, it's named altcoins, yeah. Like BTC is the main driver of the market, and those two is main altcoins. So means the movement usually much bigger. Like here, for example, you see that BTC grows like 2%, and Ethereum and Solana is 4%. That's why I'm trading Ethereum and Solana, because if you detect direction, then movement on altcoins is higher, is bigger, yeah. And if movements is bigger, then means you can benefit more, you can gain more. So in Solana, it's very close to what we see on Bitcoin and Ethereum, just maybe with minor comments that on Solana still on the level of EMA 50. So if Bitcoin and Ethereum is above of EMA 50, yeah, so Solana is still on the level of EMA 50. So means it's not yet really overcome and do not confirm that it will grow up, yeah, but stochastic is on the upper level, yeah, it's also in overbought zone. Like you see, it's on the level of 92. So means, and in volume in Solana it's even less, like it's below the average, yeah. So here is the average, and Solana is below average. So what we can see in Solana, so it's a bit less looking bullish, yeah. So like for example here, if on Bitcoin and Ethereum price is above all three moving average in Solana, is not yet, yeah. But another sign that market is considering, you see all three moving average sticks together. So it's not situation like here, for example, yeah, or like even here before the fall down when price was much below of EMA 200. No, here all three now, all three together, and it's usually means that market on the level of decision where to go, yeah, and this decision probably will be made tonight, means it can go up or go down, and see now it's like pre-market, and if you look on smaller time frames, yeah, you see that the Bollinger Band is very narrow and price more or less moving on the same level, yeah, like you see it seems like it's up and down, but it's pure leverage. So it's moving on the same level, it's a bit up, it's a bit down, but it's within the $1, yeah. So means market is really the waiting something, accumulating power, accumulating volumes, yeah. And this is a normal situation before US opening. Like we have 15 minutes to go to US open, and we see, yeah, it's like After last fall down, it's almost the same level, almost the same level. So it was some fall downs here, but then it's again moved to the same level. So it means it's still decision of the market where to go. And yeah, so we will look in the real time how will be the first minutes of the market, what will be the first trades, and which direction market will show us. Yeah. So if you're thinking that it's again, I will repeat my question again. Yeah? So if you will think that it's short or long, you can type in the chat, or you can type in the chat your any other suggestions. Yeah. So where do you think it will go? So if we say if follow indicators, yeah. So I would open short on Solana, let's say from here, from MA to 100, it's like 132, and then we can open short. It's one scenario, and it's supported by stochastic. So it's one scenario is supported by stochastic, so it means volume becoming less and less, price hit up MA 200, and then make corrections here, yeah, somewhere here. So yeah, this is one scenario. We will see it. We will follow it on smaller time frames. Like we will switch to 5 minutes time frame to see the early signals. Yeah, like here, for example, now on 15 minutes time frame, we also see the price of Solana is above all moving average, but not so much. And we will see on the 5 minutes, we will see, yeah. So you see, like it start to show up. So here, like again, red candle, long shadow, x2 volume, so it means it's twice above the average. So we will see, but it's still like you see, it's still going in parallel. So market is still looking for the direction, yeah. So it's still not yet decided, and yeah, in few minutes we will check what is going on, and if US market will bring us some good impulse, or price will continue to move in the right, yeah, and do consolidation. So yes, if you watching a replay of my stream, so yeah, you can put your comments. So what do you think? How the market will react? Will market goes up today? As I say, put long in the comments. Yeah, L, even L is enough. Or market will goes down, and like my theory is that maybe to open sale short order from 132, like shows us highest time frame, yeah, M4 it will be good enough. So yes, yeah, you can vote, or you can suggest your opinion, yeah, if you have any. So we can see, but again, as I say, that price is in between M5, M50, and EMA 200, and yeah, it means volume is not yet big, and yeah, stochastic shows us overbought, and we are waiting for US markets. Yeah, on the latest candles, you can see that it's like still moving in parallel, yeah, so price is still trading above EMA 250. So let's switch maybe on M15. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same picture, very small volume and the price moving in parallel. See like how narrow Bollinger Bands on the M15s, yeah. So it's very narrow. And yeah. So again, if you look on M4, so we can see that there is a interesting zone for, let's call it short zone, yeah, on the 132, which is here. And let's see how price will approach to his short zone in real time. Yeah, if it will be candles with a long shadow from the top, that will means that maybe it's a good time to open shots from this zone with a target like 120 or so, low Bollinger, yeah. Or if it's will be the good candle with like strong body and big volume, then means it will be crushing the resistance, and yeah, from the crushing of resistance it will be like next level, yeah, it's probably 140 or somewhere else price will go. So yeah, let's check how it will go on Solana example in 5 minutes, 7 minutes. So in 5 minutes, 7 minutes, as I say, will be high pre-market activities. And in meantime, you can share in the comments, so what kind of indicators do you use, and what kind of, how do you doing your decision, yeah? Like, is it based on indicators, or you are trading news, or you are trading, I don't know, what type of decision do you doing if you are decide about should I enter long or short. For example, today is a very good example. It's a Wednesday, it's the middle of the week. Like you can see that in the beginning of the week, night from Saturday to Monday, it was a big fall down of the markets price. Yeah? So Solana goes something up to 116, and then it started to slowly to recover, and now it's on the level of 124, etc. So now the Wednesday is like another pivot point. So I noticed from my experience, I noticed that on the market there is like a few days where is a big volatility exists. It is usually night from the Saturday to Monday, where you can always have a big green candle or big red candle, but it's like a low market or it's weekly pre-market, like even crypto trading 24/7, but still there is like maximum cash when coming on the market. It's US session, yeah. It's why we are doing a stream before US session. So, and based on that, so I noticed, as I say, the several days, like it's a night from the Saturday to Monday, where usually you can have, not always, but very often you can have big price movement. Then usually during the Tuesday it's like average, very few it can be big movement, yeah. And then Wednesday is another day, because very often on the Wednesday there is some kind of news coming, like today, for example, Federal Reserve, etc. And yeah, it's another volatile day. Like you see, it's very clear from the market that today there is no big movement of the market. Yeah, so price is trading, like for example, if you look on Solana, price is trading around the same almost the full day, from Asian session through the European session until now of US pre-market. So, and it's like it's clear that market waiting for the news, for the direction, for the big capitals coming, yeah. And big capitals, it's usually it's coming on US market. So yeah, each time when you see such kind of situation, it's like almost flat to the right, it's it means yeah, it's very risky to trade, because now I believe nobody can tell you if prices go up or down. I mean, very soon, in few minutes, maybe in half an hour, we will see, we will define what is the direction market will choose. But even here, it's like some fake movements is possible, like bullish trap or bearish trap, yeah, which is possible to have. But still market can give us some direction, and it's what we will observe. I'm personally expect, you see, I already switched to 5 minutes graphs on Solana, so I'm personally expect that we will have in few minutes, like in 3 minutes from now, we will start to have some first warm up of the market, yeah. Like you see, for example, here now we have this small, like you see, candles become small, Bollinger Band become narrow, yeah. It's all the signs that market is waiting for something. Yeah, market is preparing for something, and it's where we usually should wait a bit. Like, you know, the first candle, we will follow up them very closely on 5 minutes time frame. Like now it's a bit, you see, it's a pure movement to the right, like very small up, very small down, some candles with a long upper shadow and the big volume, but in average, like volume keeps the average, so it's not really say that yes, we moving up or maybe moving down. So market is not give us any direction, yeah. So far the market is not give us any direction, and it's what we need to treat, what we need to wait. Like, let's see how it will start. Like in 2 minutes, it will be 9 a.m. in the US. So you can put, like even if you watch in replay recording, you can put your, like, you can check yourself, yeah. You can put LOS and see if you will good analytic enough and properly select which direction market will go, yeah. This is a time to start to see, and yeah. And by the way, you can also answer in the comments, yeah. So what indicators usually gives you the sense of market movements, yeah. Okay, like now you see it's 1 minute for before the 9 a.m. and the candle try to make it's a green, but it's not long, yeah. And volume, it's like half of average. So let's say it's maybe creating like alternative to this candle, yeah. So this candle is like candle with a long shadow on the top, and this candle is a shadow from the, okay. So 9 a.m. Let's see how the market behave. So I switched to, as I say, I switched to Solana, and I switched to 5 minutes ticks. So each candle is 5 minutes, which usually supposed to give us like early signal about what is going to happen on opening of US session. Yeah. So let's see. Here is a first candle will be generated now, and yeah, let's see what kind of candle it will be. So far it's start to move down. Yeah, you can see that it's going to show us the red, but as I say, do not be misled by these initial movements. Yeah, because very often US market opening, it's doing like fake movement. Yeah, as I say, it's like bullish or bearish trap. So it can show us now maybe very deep fall. How deep? Maybe 227 or 26, maybe even, yeah. But then it can recover very fast. So yeah, let's see. As I say, it's Wednesday, it's Federal Reserve news expected today, so market going to be very volatile. It's what expected. And let's see based on Solana, yeah. So we can switch it to Bitcoin, but I think Solana is correlating, like we see correlating with Bitcoin. And yeah, if you're doing trades, it's better to do trades on Solana. Like here, you see Bitcoin did 2%, Ethereum did 4%, Solana did 3%. So we are more or less on the same correlations. Or if you like to follow Bitcoin, yeah, just place in the chat BTC, and yeah, I will switch to Bitcoin and we can follow the Bitcoin. But in fact, we can switch it maybe in meantime between those instruments. Yeah. So yes, let's see how the first candle will do. So far it shows as like red results. You see, let's see how the, and it's like, but volume is not big, yeah. So far it's like mid of candle, and volume is not really the huge, so means volume is not yet came, but Solana at least trying to ride the red candle. But you see, probably the red candle will be with a long shadow from the bottom, yeah. It's like here, probably will be long shadow on the bottom, and yeah. That will means long shadow on the bottom. That will mean that there is a buying power. So sellers try to lower price, but there is a buying power, and buyers protecting the levels. I mean, they not let price go down. Okay, let's switch to Bitcoin maybe. Yeah, for the same 5 minutes, because maybe Bitcoin give us early detections, yeah, like earlier than Solana, because you see the situation with Bitcoin on moving average is much more cleaner. So Bitcoin shows like price above all moving average versus Solana, and yeah, it shows like touching touching MA20, but it's also okay. So yeah, maybe we can wait for another. We can wait for another half an hour, and we will see. and we will see how good and how correct price will go. So if you look on Bitcoin price, yeah, or on Bitcoin graph, I would say that it's definitely shows it's supposed to touch EMA 20, maybe touch EMA 50, and then turn up. So let's say direction of the day is upcoming, yeah? It's a long, which is my expectation. The direction of the days could be upper. Let's see. So yes, if you can see now, so Bitcoin is doing the second candle after opening, and let's look us on M15, yeah. So on M15, it's start to show also short directions, but look on the volumes. Volumes is very low. So that means most probably it's the same like on M5 on 5 minutes graph. So it will touch EMA 20 or maybe even EMA 50, yeah, it will touch and then supposed to go up. Why? Because all moving average turning under the angle and moving up, looking up, yeah. That's what we are thinking. Okay, so yeah, let's see how it's going and what is the next moves on M5 here. Let's switch back to M5. Let's switch back to M5 and let's switch back to M5 and see if it's good. Yeah, you see the candles are very small. So it's very small. But this candle is supposed to be like second candle of the hour, just for us like green eye. So maybe it's supposed to be the green, yeah. Let's see. So, but in general, what do you think? Will Bitcoin go above today? Like, let's see what is a level. Yeah, it can go up to 91,000. Yeah, and then most probably from 91,000 it will be because it's resistance and it can go down. So, what is your opinion? Will Bitcoin touch 91,000 today? And yeah, if it's going to broke with resistance and go above like 94, 93, I don't know, or it's still not clear, and yeah, and price can goes down like basic scenario. It's touch 91 and then goes down. So let's see, like in 20 minutes. So yes, second candle is also green and stochastic shows us to green, but volume very low. It's like twice less than average. So, and you see, it's almost now touching EMA 20 on 5 minutes. So let's see if it's EMA 20 is a good trampoline to jump to the 91 or not. Yeah. So let's check. Let's observe. Let's see if it's good enough and has power. Yeah. So far there is no power on the market. So let's watch. And say it's another maybe 20 minutes to go. So in the meantime, you can put your comments. How do you usually trade? So you see my trade is basically it's all about moving average with supporting of volumes and with supporting of stochastic. So what do you use usually? Yeah? Put in comments like what is your make money button, yeah? Which kind of indicators you usually checking before to decide if it's should you entering or not. Yeah. If you don't have indicators, it's also good. Means you're trading by intuition, and intuition always helps. Okay, so let's wait a bit. Let's wait maybe another 3 minutes, and we will have third 5 minutes candle. We will see what kind of color is it, and we will have 15 minutes candle. Yeah. So I think 15 minutes candle going, like first 15 minutes candle going to be maybe red, but also volume and body is very small. And on 5 minutes also you can see that candle is trying to be the green, but it's not yet. It's like green red, but there is no big fall or big growth. Like I would say market is on the standby, because it's in 15 minutes now. US market will open and we will see the different houses opening will react, but so far it seems like it's on standby. Yeah? No movement, no aggressive candles, no volumes. So it's all keep quiet. Yeah? All keep quiet, and market keep quiet, everything keep quiet. So let's wait. Let's wait. We are not in hurry. As I say, you always can spend your money without problem. Yeah. So let's see what is the best setup. So I have like two options for today for setup. It's like one option. It's sale short from 91 if we will have a series of candle with long shadows. Another options, if it will not move to 91 and will go down from here, we can have maybe long options from here, some from 89 or some from this zone. But in fact, you see, it's like all three moving averages stick together, which is usually signs that market is not defined which direction to move. Okay, so the third candle was red and looks on 15 minutes graphs, and 15 minutes first candle also red, but very small. If you look, it's like volume below the average and body of candle is very small. So let's see how the next ones will move. So yeah, I would not entering to the long now because it's not deep enough. I would rather entering long somewhere from here. Yeah, from 89, as they say, from 89. but I would expect that price will move upper early, then we will go down. So it means like basic scenario for me now, it's like price go up to 91 and then fall down to something like 88, 87, yeah. Or alternatively from this level, from where it's now, from level 90s, it goes down, but maybe to level like 88, 89, and it's where we can take, it's where we can take long maybe, yeah. Again, with the goal of like 91, 92, 93. So let's see, because even it is a Wednesday and market expect to be volatile, but it's not yet, you know, it's like market keep calm before the thunderstorm. So it's going to be very volatile tonight, but there is no sign of it now. It's still, is it still accumulating power, yeah? Let's say it's not yet time. Patience is the key in the trading, yeah? So if you are patient enough, then you can trade profitable. So you see, like now, some people can say, okay, now we can open long. You see, it's touch EMA 20, and yeah, but I'm not sure because the price is almost not moving today. Yeah, it's almost like this. You see, it's very, very slow moving. It's slowly climbing up, but there is no volumes. Yeah, there was few times volume, but it's very small movement. In fact, I mean, it looks big on EMA 20, but not for that. So it means if you're not scalper, then you should not, you should ignore such kind of movements, yeah, and look for the good setup. So my setup usually I trade like few trades per week. It's like 1-2 trades per week, and this is setup what I'm looking for. So like we are entering, for example, 89 and we exit on 94 or something like this. And same for the short, if we are entering on 91, we are exit on 88, 87. So yeah, let's see. It seems like last candle, it's 4 candle, yeah, trying to push down, but still it's not yet confirmed by volume. So it means, yeah, it's pushing down below 90. It's trying to see, it's like pushing down to 90, but volume is not supporting. So it means it's just noise. We can call it market noise. Let's see. And in market noise, we not usually react, yeah. So it's, every noise should have his resistance, and then it will be the good. Okay. So yeah, it's candle going to be red, and yeah, it shows. So price, yes, it's creates a red candle, and price going finally below 90, which is interesting because it's 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go for US opening, and I think it's time where volatility start to coming. Yeah? It's time where volatility start to come. Let's see. So it is, yeah, it's trading around 90, 80, 80, 89, blah, 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 like plus minus few dollars. So let's see, stochastic moving to oversold. which is probably signs that price can touch MA 50 and turn to the up. Yeah, let's see if it will be scenario. And what is the Solana? Solana, Ethereum, they also moves down, but with a higher range as usually. So they're moving higher range than Bitcoin. Like they say, 1% of movement of Bitcoin is usually 2-3%, or sometimes even 4% of movement of Solana. Okay, on Solana you see it's create a series of red candles, and stochastic also moves to oversold, but there is no volume yet, and it means there is like it's speculation, it's manipulation. Yeah, it's not yet real market setup. So the real market direction will be always supported the big volume. Like I will show you now another example. Yeah, like here, for example, you see we had was moving in the morning, and you see like volume goes up like x5, and it was like movement. Yeah, so if you will see the similar movement on yeah, and volume will start grow down, then probably on US timing, on US sections, we will have directions. But again, as I say, directions could be misleading. It could be like fake movements. Yeah, and in fact, in 5 minutes, let's see even how aggressive US market will start. As now you can see that the series of very small candle, very small body, very small volumes. Yeah, let's see it's less than 10 minutes. It's like 6 minutes from now. Let's see if first candle will be big, and in which direction will be first candle. You can put into the comments, like long or short, L or S, and we will see. So trading is very interesting, and as I say, why I'm doing this stream on the Wednesday, because on the Wednesday it's like very volatile day, and maybe even we can start our stream later on, maybe at 9 a.m. yeah, just to have this very short period before actions. Yeah, it's like, but 1 hour of pre-market is also good because it's not always so calm. I'm surprised that it's so quiet today on the pre-market, because sometimes pre-market also gives very huge impacts, yeah, and big volatility on the pricing, but it's not today. Today it's almost not moving. Like you see, the fifth candle is also very small, like it's all red, but very small, and the volume is also very small. Yeah, so let's see like in what will be the first candle of US open market, if it's really will be big boosting of the volume, or it will continue the same. So yeah, if it will continue the same, that means market decide to wait for US Federal Reserve meeting, yeah? And probably there will be no movement before this meeting. So we will see. Usually it's very fast show up. Like if, as I say, if first candle will be big and huge, then it's nothing to wait, or if market will continue the same, like no movement, no volatility, very small volume, and yeah, then we need to wait for the market, and our stream doesn't give any directions. So as I said, now primary directions is maybe we grow up to 91,000 and then we open short. But alternatively, we can go down to 89 and it's a zone where we can open long. But so far we are in between. And in between is the best options. Do not enter to the market. Yeah. So as I say, my strategy is like few deals per week, like 1 to 3 deals per week, and yeah, and it's not means that I'm trying to catch every move or trying to gain from yeah. So it's better to catch the market direction and ride on the wave to the profit. Which is always profitable strategy. But if you're not able, then it's like, yeah, it will be a bit tough. Okay, so it's like in 3 minutes will be US opening. Usually it's very visible on the 5 minutes graph. And if you're trading guys, you know. So let's see. And yeah. Let's see which direction market will move us. So yes, my intention is to wait. Yeah, do not enter now. Do not enter on the market noise in the first minute, especially. Even here, it's like stochastic shows us oversold, and last 5 minutes candle we see shows us long shadow at the bottom, and candle itself is green, but still let's wait. Like you see, it's a movement starting. Yeah, it's not yet, but it's already trying to say, okay, open long from here. Yeah, I give you green candle, I give you long shadow, but we don't. I give you stochastic in the oversold, but don't give you the volume, and volume is okay. As I say, you see on the movement, volume always should be high. Now volume on the level of average, yeah, it's not above, it's on the level of average. So it means it's not yet market moves. But in 1 minute, we will see what will be the first candle of the market today's session. As I say, today is Wednesday, January 28th, and we can see and we can check. Okay, so it's 9:30 a.m. and let's watch what will be the behavior of first candle of US session. Yeah, so let's see. It's like you can notice the price start to move actively. It's up and down, but let's see which direction, because it's like first minutes is always interesting, because volume should come. First of all, volume should come, yeah, and then it will be probably like fake movement or test direction. As I say, I have 2 ranges here to watch. It's like level of 89 for potential long and level of 91 for potential short. Yeah, for Bitcoin, yeah, if we talk about Bitcoin. So let's see how it will move. So far it looks more greener, yeah. So let's see how this candle will works out. Yeah? But I didn't see volume, so it means volume not yet came to the market. Yeah? And if volume is not yet on the market, probably we didn't see the big movements. Okay, we can watch few candles and then we can see. Yeah. On 15-minute side, let's check how it looks on 15-minute side. And it's also not clear. On 15-minute side, it looks the same like on 5-minute side, yeah. So it's not really the big difference. But at least Bitcoin is trading around 90s, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the price is in between of EMA 20 and EMA 50. So it's so I would say the first candle is not impressive. It's not defined direction, not shows big volume, at least so far. Yeah? And it's like it's a fight between bears and bulls. Yeah. Let's see who will. Who will win? And yeah, based on that, we can see that which direction, which scenario can work. Yeah. Okay, see how dramatic with the fight going on. It shows in the beginning the green, green, green. Now it's changed to the red. Price go down below 90. Then it's again go up. So yeah, it's really like candle itself is small, but the movement of the price has become very active. If before the price almost not moves, so now it's become very active. Like price is jumping up and down, but in very small range. And that means that such small range, it's like, okay, now we start to see movement down, but let's see if it will be supported and confirmed, or if it will be, it's not confirmed. Like you see, it's again returned back to 90s. Yeah. So yeah, price still staying the same. It's moving, and look on the volume. Look on the volume. Volume start to slowly growing. So it's above average already, like 1.5 of average, and it's continuing to grow. So yeah, volume coming on the market, and first candle it's become green, but volume is like 1.5, so it's not really the big volume. Yeah, 1.5 above average, and it seems like market is still in doubts. It's probably my scenario for the short will works better. Yeah, like you can see that it's trying to grow, but not really not really letting grow. Let's see, maybe one more candle, and if it will be the same level, then I guess I will end up with stream, because that will means that market is waiting for Federal Reserve. Yeah. So will be no big movements, and the market is waiting for Federal Reserve meeting, and then it will be depend of what will be said by Fed Reserve, or interest rate announced, etc. So far, its price still continuing very narrow price range. It's not going too much down, but it's also not growing. And candles doing like shadow from the bottom, so it means buyers not let price go down, or there is not enough selling power, yeah, which is interesting. And yeah, you see it's trying, sellers pushing, bears are pushing. It's trying to paint a long red candle, but let's see if it will be the red candle or if it will be the long shadow at the bottom. Yeah, let's see how this candle is close. And volume, yeah, volume is not, again, it's below average, is not really supporting. So even if it wants to fall down, it's trying to fall down, it's trying to broke, goes down, which is interesting. As I say, let's see if it will be shadow or it will be the body of the candle. In 2 minutes, we will see. So yeah, it seems like going to be the body, yeah? Body of the candle, and probably we can not clear. It's still going to be body or it's going to be full candle. Let's see. Let's wait another minutes. It will show up. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we can like still price is not showing us big movements, so maybe we can end up here. And as I say, so my setup is if it will fall down now to level 89, so we can, let's see what kind of candles will be on level 89, and should we open long from this level, or if it will go up to 91, where is resistance, so we can look what kind of candles will be on this level, and if it will be long shadow from the top, so maybe we can open short from 91. But so far it looks like market trying to show us direction, like you see this candle is a full body red, but volume again, there is no volume, yeah, so volume is very small. But at least it's trying, maybe it's trying to make fake movements to 90, 89 and then go up. So then my setup from long, from level of 89, it works probably, yeah. But as I say, market will decide it most probably more close to Federal Reserve meeting. Yeah, it seems like price is playing around the same level, and yeah, there is no big movement. Okay, so that was end for today, and put your comments, put your suggestions. Yeah, what do you see? How do you trade today? Will you wait for Federal Reserve or will you open long, short? What was your setup? So put everything in comments and put likes, subscribe, stay with me, and see you next week. And the same date we will do another review online and see if Wednesday will show us like a good movement, good volatility, which is not the case today, but it happens. Okay, thanks for your time and have a good trades, have a good profits. Bye. Да я вижу, ждал, будет там